All right, everybody, we're here. Sorry, I got cold. Waiting to get started, so I was like, let me go get my hoodie. Also, my head still kind of hurts. Is TikTok trying to run? Where is? 1 second, guys. Polly over there yelling at people, that's for sure. Oh, man. Hi, everybody. Hello, hello. Hello. That's not what that's supposed to look like. Oh, did I? Sorry. Hi, Safari. My fluffiest kitty cat is walking underfoot. It's not that Belchi, I don't think he did, honestly. I don't think he did. Because I think it's gonna require additional what's the word? Additional electronics for him. Hey, Bishop. Hope your son's doing good. All right, let's see. I think that's all up and running. Now I gotta get this going. Guys, I'm like, I need more sleep. Unfortunately, I don't know about anybody else, but my internal alarm clock just does not let me sleep in on the weekends. And it's not very fun. Welcome in, Canada. So, like, went to bed a little bit later than normal last night, and then still woke up like I was going to work on Monday, and I'm like, that's not the time I want to wake up. It's not the time I want to wake up. I want to sleep in a little bit. Thank you, Las Vegas, for the jewels already. The New Year's Eve. That's cool. You got it, Jupiter. All right, let's get TikTok up. There we go. Oh man. But yeah, so all of the things were happening and whatnot, and we went out. We played some tennis this morning, and then ate lunch. Got some ice cream. I had a chocolate chip cookie dough malt, so that was fun. That's correct. Did I just join my own? Wow. I just incepted my own TikTok. Has everybody watched the movie Inception before? TikTok just tried to do that to me in a weird way that I've never seen it do. So, Aslan, here's why, right? So I'm currently live on my TikTok main account, right? It let me enter in my own live with my own account that I was live on. That was weird. I've never had to do that before. So it felt like I was incepting my own TikTok. Hi, everybody. Ugh. Something like that, yeah. Oh no, not me. Oh no, whatever will you do? I came up on your feet again. You know there's ways to fix that. Oh no. Oh wow. Holy moly. What a great day. Oh, if that was a thing, Joey, you're gonna have to send me screenshots of that. I'll take them. I'll take them. We do a call-in thing, Russell, and I will take guests in a little bit. Oh, yeah, you're welcome, pup. It took me a moment. I was like, you're talking about Discord. I always just say Discord. Purple app to me is twitchy. All right, we'll put this one up here. Yeah, that's true, right? Moose, am I behaving? Yeah, I think so. I think I am. Oh, I just put that sticker on today and it's in the perfect spot. Do you guys see my new little sticker? It's it's in the perfect spot. I love it. That's cute. That's cute. All right, we'll get everything turned on in just a second. Yeah, I was like, that's the perfect spot. Like, just being right there, right where I take it, like, on the opposite side of the spout, yeah. My flabbers have been gasted. Oh, where is this at? There we go. Thank you, Phantom, for gifting a sub to Potato. Perfect. Thank you so much. It is basically how I feel talking to some people. Ooh. Thank you so much, Kat, for the diamond gun over on TikTok. That was awesome. I did hear it, even though my headphones were off because my volume was loud enough that I still heard it without them being on. So that was so cute. Thanks, Kat. I appreciate that. Let's get some W's for Kat, K-A-T, in the chat. Oh, it's doing things again. And thank you for the blooming ribbons as well. I appreciate that. It's doing the things again. Whatever. Whatever, TikTok. Be dumb. I still almost wish that, like, TikTok was going away. But it's not. Instead, it's getting sold to some right-wing person. I don't know who. I don't remember who. Oh, mercy. Jody. Hi, Taylor. Yeah, that didn't work. Why did that break on me? There we go. Heather, because TikTok is glitch talk. That's why. It's just that TikTok has so many errors, so many glitches. It's hard to operate on correctly. That's basically why. Like, I have no issues with it otherwise. It's just that it is pretty glitchy. Like, all of that should not have just happened to bring up my backup account. Yeah, it's just so glitchy. Well, Donald Trump, Maduro liked your dance, and you took him from his own country, from his own bed. Yeah. I don't know if liking your dance would be helpful. That'd be weird. Sorry, it's just that somebody, where are you at? Where are you at? Where are you at? It was a funny comment. Where is it at? My eyes going past it? Yeah, I don't see it. Did my eyes go by it? My bad. There was something I was going to say. Oh, yeah, guys, if you want to have a conversation, call the number on the screen. That's all there is. Aslan is on a 10-stream streak. Oh, I see. That one should not have been deleted, but hey. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yeah.
Awesome. How old are you?
27.
27. And are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yes.
Okay. And what exactly has Donald Trump done in his first 12 months back in office that has earned your continued support?
I mean, let's see. He just got done with, what was it, banning all corporations from selling, from buying apartment complexes.
Oh, how did he
Didn't
do
he-
that? What legislation was it that was passed by Congress?
I mean, he just banned it. Like, literally, he's getting it through Congress right now.
What's the bill number?
What part of he's doing it right now? He's doing it literally right now.
What's the bill number? Which part do you not understand?
What part do you not understand?
What's the bill number on congress.gov?
I mean, didn't he just announce it? It hasn't started yet.
No, do you know how legislation works?
Yes.
Okay, explain it to me like I'm 5. Okay, bye. All right, well, he hung up. So, guys, here's I'm going to explain something to you. Donald Trump cannot just write an executive order declaring that corporations cannot buy apartments or single-family homes because executive orders cannot tell private companies what to do. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Awesome. How old are you?
Me, I'm 39.
39. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
I'm sort of in the middle. I kind of vote Democrat. I vote Republican, Independent, so I don't usually sit to one color.
Well, that's not what I asked. I asked, are you still supporting Donald Trump? I'm not asking, did you vote for him? I'm not asking if you, I'm asking if you were 12 months into his presidency, right? It'll literally be 12 full months in 10 days. And I'm asking if you still support him right now, January 10th, 2026.
It's more of an infinitive question. It depends on his policies and what he's doing. When it comes to domestic, I don't really
Sounds
pay
like you're
attention
not
to
that,
it because I live.
Yeah, you're not that
Well,
firm in it then.
I vote.
Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yeah, how you doing?
Awesome. How old are you?
30.
30. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yeah.
Can you speak a little bit closer to your microphone?
Yeah, I said I support him. Yeah.
No, I heard that. I'm just asking you to speak a little bit closer to your microphone, maybe turn down the background. You're just difficult to hear.
The background. Yeah. I just called and said lay off the crack, yeah. You know what I mean?
No, no one knows what you mean. So.
You sound like you on that shit, bro.
On what? No one can hear you, dude. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
I'm here, yeah.
Awesome. How old are you?
35.
35. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yep.
What exactly has Donald Trump done in his 12 months back in office that has earned your continued support?
He has made people like you panic and
I'm
Yeah.
panicking.
Lose control of your emotional state.
Losing control of my emotional state right now. You got it.
You're awesome.
So what you're saying is you are just an antagonist?
I didn't say that.
Oh, okay. So then why exactly do you support Donald Trump? Like, what exactly has he done to earn your continued support?
Because it makes people like you very uncomfortable.
So you're an
It makes
antagonist.
people like you panic and lose control of their
So
emotions.
you are
I think
an
that's really, really,
antagonist.
really funny. I think
Yeah.
it's really funny when
Do you
people
know
like
what the word
you
antagonist means?
freak out over things you really don't even know what you're talking about. But
Do
I think
you know
it
what
makes
the word
people like
antagonist
you
means?
totally fucking lose control, and that's hilarious.
The only person that sounds like they're losing control is you. So do you know what antagonist means?
Yeah, sure. I guess in a layman's terms, an antagonist is that would essentially be the bad guy or the attacker in a situation.
Yeah, no, that's just how individuals know as like colloquially. Like an antagonist is somebody that just eggs other people on, right? You can
For an
basically
example,
say it like
could you give me an example of that?
you attempting to rage bait right now. So again, you're an antagonist.
How to race bait?
You're not listening at all, are you?
I am.
Gotcha. So that's not what I said. What did I say if I didn't say the word race? What word do you think I said?
I thought you said race bait.
Nope, that's not what I said.
What did you say then? I misheard you.
I don't know. What's another word that you think you could just replace a letter of within that word to make a different word? What do you think it might be?
Well, I really don't appreciate the condescending tone, ma'am.
Oh, I've had the same tone with you this entire time. When did it change from just stoicism to condescension? Can
How
you
would you
identify
describe
that
your
for
tone?
me?
How would you describe your
Stoicism.
tone
I already
to me?
did.
How so?
You're still not listening very well, are you? So I had asked you to explain
Could you
when
be a
my
little bit more specific for me?
Yeah,
Explain it to
here.
me like I'm 5 years
Sure,
old.
I'm doing it for you again right now. I said, when
Yeah.
did my tone change from stoicism to condescension?
Oh, you're a stoicist, so you would call yourself stoic
In this moment, I definitely am.
in this moment, but generally speaking, are you stoic or?
I didn't make that claim. I'm saying, like, in this moment and
Oh,
talking
okay,
to
you're
you,
just
where
being
I've had
stoic in
the
your dealings with
same,
me.
when I've had the same tone of voice from the entire time that you've been on this call, and I'm asking you to explain when
Wouldn't
I
that
went
be
from
just
stoicism to
monotony?
condescension.
Wouldn't that just be monotony? Wouldn't that just be you being monotone, being I don't know, deadpan, whatever you want to call
Monotony
it?
is not monotone.
Okay, so monotonous. I don't know. I don't know if that's a word.
Sure,
but
you can use
you're
monotone if
using
that's how
you're
you would
being
like
you
to
have
do
sort of
it.
this flat tone with me.
Sure,
That makes you
monotone
stoic?
is fine.
Okay.
Stoicism is not showing emotion, sir, which, I mean, you definitely claimed that individuals
How
such as
often do you
myself
get on
were being
stream?
emotional.
I'm sorry. How often do you get on stream, and do this particular type of show?
I'm sorry. I would
Ma'am.
like to have a political conversation. You have failed to make a political argument so
I think
far.
that's where we're going. I think we're
Are
generally
you
getting to that.
capable of? No, I mean, I asked you a question a little bit ago, and your
Well, I
answer
mean,
was just an
I'm more than capable of
antagonistic,
having a conversation
rage
with you,
bait
miss.
answer,
I'm
and
asking
you
you to
haven't
engage,
given me
and
any
perhaps you can answer my
singular
question.
policy.
How often do you do this?
You haven't given me any singular policy that you
Answer the
say
question.
that
How
you
often
could
do you
say
do it,
for the
ma'am?
reason you still support Donald Trump.
Can you answer my question for me?
6 days a week for no more than 2 hours a day.
So
Today's
for
only
6
going to be
days
an
a
hour and a
week,
half.
for up to 2 hours,
Uh-huh.
you go on stream and you
Uh-huh.
do call-ins and interactions
Yeah.
with people who are on the political
Yeah, quick
opposite, the
math. How
polar
many would that be?
opposite end of you,
Quick
with
math. How
a
many hours
sticker
would
on
that
your
be?
stream, that
Quick math. How
a
many hours
political
would that
sticker on your
be?
stream,
Quick math.
showcasing your hate
How
for the
many
current
hours would that
administration.
be? Quick math. How
6
many
days
hours?
a week you do
Uh-huh.
this.
Quick math.
So you do
How
this
many
for
hours
roughly
would that
12
be?
hours a week?
Yeah. Cool beans.
So that would be what, more than, so if you have an average
How many
40
hours
hour
are
a
in a
week
day?
worker, if they work it, and that's it, excuse me, I'm speaking.
I don't
But
give a
if they
shit.
were to
How
work
many
an
hours are in
8-hour
a
day,
day?
a 9 to 5
How
job,
many
40
hours are
hours
in
a
a
week. So you
day?
do that
How many
times 1.5,
hours
right?
are in a day?
Is this part of your stoicism? Is the singing? Are you singing?
Do you think it's not okay to sing?
I asked you a question.
Do you think it's not okay to sing?
Do you answer questions or do you just ask them?
You can certainly be stoic in singing. It doesn't those two are not mutually
That doesn't answer my
exclusive.
question.
I
That
already
doesn't answer
gave
my
you an
question.
answer then. Sorry, you don't understand the question or the answer that I provided. Or maybe it's just the answer that you weren't looking for. And so therefore you're not accepting
What
it.
answer do you think I was looking for, miss?
I don't know. I'm not a mind reader.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You're awesome.
Where do we go from here? I think we should continue this.
Well, I asked you a while ago, and you still have failed to give me a political point for what Donald Trump has done to earn your continued support
How on
outside of
earth
your
was what I said
antagonistic.
not a political point?
It's not
When
a
it makes
political
people
point.
like you who I think are
Who are people like me
generally
then?
more misinformed than the average person,
Who are
or
people like me
maybe not
then?
misinformed, but rather indoctrinated so much to the point where
Oh.
it gives you the confidence to think that you can
So
educate
I'm
others.
sorry.
I
How
don't
is that
think
a
that you're somebody that's
policy of
capable of
Donald
educating
Trump?
other people,
How is
because I
that a
think that you have an
policy
emotional
of
state that
Donald
is
Trump?
considered to
How
be
is that a
unstable.
policy of Donald Trump's that has
You
given
didn't
you
ask me that.
continued
You
support?
asked me if I still
I
supported him, and
actually
I
did.
told you yes,
I've
and I
asked
told
you
you
about a
what the reason for it
policy
was.
multiple times during this entire conversation. I know for a fact that the word policy came out of my mouth at minimum 5 times, not including the 2 times that I just said it right then. So I guess that would be 7
So
times.
then the only
I've
time
asked
that
you
it
about
makes you so the
policy
only
the
time
entire
that
time.
he does
You're
anything that makes
failing.
you upset or affects your life negatively is when he gets a policy passed. When he
I'm
gets a law.
asking you about policy.
I'm
Are
asking you
you
a question
capable
now.
of
So
answering
perhaps you
it?
can answer it in good faith.
I've
I'm being as
answered
good faith
several
as
of
there
your
can be.
questions. You haven't been good faith this entire time.
I've been good faith I've answered every single
And
one
I
of your
also just
questions.
want to be clear that the only person whose voice has changed at any point, their voice inflection, is you.
You'll have to excuse me. I just ate a bunch of ice, and so it's kind of the internal temperature
I'm
is sort of up
sure
and down.
you didn't.
I did.
Oh, this is a good one. Call me crazy. Thank you, Sean, for the 5. Call me crazy. Didn't he talk about you panicking? Big tough alpha sound like his anxiety is peaked. Snowflake-ish.
Well, if I were
Is that a word?
panicking, don't you think that I would just hang the call up?
Oh, sir, your voice has been very up and down this entire time. They're correct. You have been
I apologize
panicking
if
this
my
entire
inflection.
time.
I apologize if my inflection isn't quite as deadpan as yours.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if they're used to living to you, then perhaps they're right. They're accustomed to what did you call it? A more stoic.
What's the 6th article of
sort
the
of
United
disposition?
States of the Constitution? What's the Article 6 of the United States Constitution?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. So if I explain to you that Donald Trump is actively violating the 6th article of the Constitution, you wouldn't know what that's about, would you?
I would ask you for clarification. I would ask you to tell me what it is.
Why would I clarify it with somebody that doesn't even know what the 6th article is? Why should I clarify? Yeah, well, perhaps if you'd stop moving your mouth for more than 2 seconds, you'd actually be able to hear something I said.
I can't guarantee that.
Oh, I know, because you're panicking. Anyway, so
About
why
what?
would I be required to explain to you what the 6th article of the United States Constitution is and how Donald Trump is violating it when you won't put in 2 seconds to put it in your little Googly machine and find out what the 6th article is to learn something?
I'm not interested in putting it in Google. Do you want me to?
Got you. So you have just now proven that you are not interested in learning. Thank you. Therefore, you're not here for an honest conversation. But thank you. That'll be good. I don't know what that word is supposed to be in the middle, but that's a potentiality, and I would love to see it. I want the truth to come out about the Epstein files. That's for goddamn sure. But it is what it is. Thank you for the donation. I just don't know what that word is, and I will mutilate it trying to say it, and that's not fine. That's not fun. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yeah.
And also, thank you, Kyle, for the 5. What did you say? Oh, goodness,
So-
Kyle, I miss asking that question. Caller, how old are you?
I'm 25.
25. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Of course, yeah, no. But my question is, why, if you're going to say what is Article 6, instead of
You're
just saying
awesome.
what Article 6, actually explain it.
Sir,
Because there
I
are
would
people
like to
that don't
ask
know
you a
what it is.
genuine question right now.
No, answer my question.
No, no, there's a reason I'm asking this question, and then I'll happily answer that for you. Do you think that the last caller was
You're just
really...
trying to bully people with your political knowledge at this point because they don't know what it is, but other people
Do you
and
want
you
some
do.
cheese with your
Instead of
wine?
explain what it is.
Yeah.
then.
Are you looking for some cheese with your wine right now? I'm going to help you out with
What is
something.
it? Again,
I don't
bullying with-
think that the last caller needs your assistance or you trying to white knight for him after the fact. If you think that for 1 second, that the last caller was here for a genuine conversation when he spent 10 minutes projecting his own feelings onto me this entire time, while he was actually the one that was in a panic, couldn't get his words out in a form that made any sense. If you think that he was here for a genuine conversation, that's a you problem, certainly not a me problem. Then, oh, screw the last guy. Then perhaps if
you have people in your comments.
oh
You have
goodness me, if you, sorry, I truly don't care. I'm going to reiterate for this to you again, okay? The last caller was not here for a genuine conversation, and because of that, I didn't feel as though it was even worth my time to explain the Article 6 of the United States Constitution because he wasn't here for a genuine conversation. You being the next caller coming up to cry a little bit harder for the last guy that you're defending, but you don't call him out for his piss poor behavior, then you can fuck all the way off with your goddamn tone policing. You're boring. Go be a cuck elsewhere. Little baby. I promise you he doesn't need you, and if he does, find him in my comments later and ask him for his phone number so you guys can go be spoons together in the bed. Go spoon each other. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Hello.
How you doing?
Doing well. How old are you?
47.
47. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yes.
Okay. And what exactly has Donald Trump done in his 12 months back in office that has earned your continued support?
Well, I kind of like his stance on immigration.
Okay.
Seems like he's trying to keep pace with Obama, losing the race a little bit, but you know.
Losing it a lot. He hasn't, anyway. That's just my opinion. Okay, immigration. So what exactly?
Well,
Thanks,
the
Chuck.
border stops were down 90%. That's a strong
Border-
indication.
Border stops?
The
Wh-
border
what's-
crossings where they stop the people at the
Oh,
border.
crossings.
Listen.
Can
Hey,
I ask you
snap
something?
off it. You listen to me. You're the woman. I'm the man. I'm talking right now.
Oh, goodness.
No, you
it's going
hush
to be
up.
one of these. So can you tell me where on DHS, IC.gov, or CBP.gov I can find border crossings? Where can I
Border
find that
crossing stops, How
statistical?
they've come down 90%. How it's
No, I want the
indicated that they've come down
statistical
90%.
data. I want the empirical statistical data. Where can
Yeah,
I
that's
find
what
that?
that is.
On DHS, ICE, or CBP.gov,
You are
the
on the
statistical
phone call
data.
right now. You want me to go. and start looking and
Sir,
take
you
you
have a
step by no, 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 no.
supercomputer in your
You want
hand.
me to take you step by step so you can find the data on the sites you just cited
I
where you
want
can go and
you
find the data for
to
yourself.
prove
But
your
you want
point.
me to do that on
I
the fly
want
phone
you
call.
to
For
prove
facts
your
you know are
point.
true. For facts you know
I
are true.
want you
So
to
now you
prove
want
your
me,
own
if
point.
you want to wait while I go to Google and I go to the Department of Homeland Security website,
Uh-huh.
or I go to a
Yeah.
.gov, any .gov
Yeah.
website that you choose,
Uh-huh.
I'll do it right now,
Yep.
live on the phone with
Uh-huh.
you. And I'll try
Yeah.
to take you step by step. And then
Yep.
you can follow along because that's what you
Uh-huh.
do. You're a
Yeah.
woman and you're made to follow.
Oh, okay. So go
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah.
Go do
So I
it.
told you one thing I support. I support the
So
fact
I'm
that
actually
border
just
crossings have come
curious right
down
now. Give me 1
90%.
second, guys. Guys, that was on purpose. Sorry about that. I don't think you guys wanted to hear his misogynist drivel continue, as he just had nothing intelligent to say. And so I thought I'd call him out for it. Just personally, because I didn't think that that was everything that needed to be heard by y'all. So I appreciate you guys giving me a moment. And also, again, Kyle, thank you for the 5 over on the Blue app. I will try to ask someone else that question. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes.
Awesome. How old are you?
Yeah.
How old are
Can
you?
you hear me? I'm sorry. What? How old am I?
Yeah,
I am 42.
42. Awesome. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Okay. And what exactly has Donald Trump done in his 12 months in office that has earned your continued support?
He's gone after illegal immigration, which has cost the country many, many millions of dollars.
Okay.
I mean, heck, he just got rid of the oppressive dictator in Venezuela.
Those two things are like mutually exclusive things. They are not synonymous. So which topic would you like to talk about? Illegal immigration or Venezuela?
Hey, I'll talk about. I mean, I guess I'll go with illegal immigration, but I've got many topics I can touch on.
Okay. All right. So you mentioned illegal immigration, trying to say that they cost millions of dollars. So what part of his immigration efforts are you approving of? Are you approving of the ICE officer murdering a woman this week?
Well, if she's trying to run you over in her car, yes.
There is no legal justification. Maybe for the first shot, but for not for the next two, sir.
Wait a minute. So you mean to tell me if someone's trying to kill you by running you over with their car, there's no justification? You should
No,
just
sir.
die.
This was actually just no. Didn't say that, did I? Don't put words in my mouth. If you had actually watched any of the videos from the multiple
kinda
angles,
just
I'm
did.
actually talking right now. Please be patient. I promise you will get your opportunity to speak. Okay? So if you actually watched
Yep.
any of the videos from multiple angles, you would see that her tires were turned all the way to the right as he was on the left corner of her vehicle, right? And this is Renee, by the way. I want to be very clear. And
Yep.
I believe his name
You're
is
awesome.
Mr. Ross. I think that's his last name. Can't remember for sure. But so Renee's car tires were turned all the way to the right while he was on the left corner of her vehicle, meaning that as she let her foot off the gas, the most that she would have done is grazed him and then missed him entirely. And we know this to be true even from his own body cam footage, where before he reached for his gun, he swapped hands for where he was holding the phone. You can tell that you can see the hand swap as as it's being passed off from one hand to another while he goes to reach for his gun before he draws it. So, and that was while he was still standing in front of her passenger front seat, right? He was still standing on her passenger side of the vehicle when he swapped his phone to his other hand and then reached for his gun and then shot her, right? There is zero evidence that she actually hit him, not even with his own video that was released, right? And then at the end of it, when she crashed, you hear him saying, "That fucking bitch." And to be very clear with you, there have been multiple court rulings that have ruled specifically about vehicular use and police brutality or police use of deadly force when it comes to vehicles. The answer to
Okay,
it
can
has
I
always
talk
been,
now?
including at the Supreme Court level, that you move out of the way, you do not use deadly force. He had to take one singular step to get out of the way of her car. And instead of doing it at that level or at that quick pace, he shot at her and then took two more. The only shot that
Okay,
is
do I get a
potentially
chance to respond
there's,
at some
I
point?
literally said you would when I was done. The only chance that he had potentially a legal authority to take the shot would be the very first shot only, not the next two, when the danger was out of his way, where he shot through her open window. Go. Justified the murder of an American, a white woman, 37-year-old mother of three, who has left 3 orphans now because of people that support ICE. Justify the murder of an
Okay.
American citizen. Go.
All right. Well, first off, the word murder is the wrong word to use. Now let me ask
What do
you
you call it
something.
when you kill
Have you-
somebody
Okay,
without a
will you-
reason?
okay. Did I not let you speak? Let me speak.
I'll
Okay.
decide that.
Now, really, like you're already showing that you don't want to actually know reasons. Now let me actually
This is my
respond.
stream.
Okay. Now, as a human being who does not want to die, I've been hit by a car. How about you? Have you been hit by a car?
No, because I've never been silly
Okay.
enough to stand in front of a car long enough for them to be able to hit me.
I'm sorry. Have you walked down the side of the road? Because that's all it takes. Now, I understand this is a different situation. I'm
Oh.
just saying, I have been hit by a car. It wasn't under that.
Sorry,
kind of
I don't
situation.
care about your
Well-
anecdotal story. How about you try to stay on topic?
I'm
Your
trying
personal
to, but
experience
I get
doesn't
1
matter to
second
me.
and you get 1
I
minute.
don't
Let
care.
me
Let's
speak.
try this one more time. Your anecdotal experience means nothing to you. I've already
My
asked you.
experience is going to go out the door in less
I
than
do
5
not care
seconds.
about your anecdote. Move on and stay on topic.
That's fine. Shut up and let me speak, and we'd have been beyond this. All right.
No,
Now,
you are still
if
going
you
down your
have a
anecdote
car
while
coming
asking
at
me
you,
useless
hey,
questions.
you're not even letting me speak. Let me
Sir,
tell the sto-
get to
if
your
you
point
have a
now.
car
Stop
coming at you,
crying. Stop
and you-
whining. Get to your point now.
I could if you stop talking. Now listen.
I would stop
Now,
talking if you stopped
you have-
whining every other word.
Sounds like you're the whine ass, and that's why the last caller said that he enjoys listening to you people whine.
Oh,
And
that was like
that's not
3
the
callers
reason
ago.
that
You
is-
really
that
can't
is
count.
not why. Can I finish a goddamn sentence? Do you not want
No,
to
I'm
hear
sorry.
that?
I think it's funny when you can't
I know
count how
you
many
enjoy
callers ago it
teaching
was,
the
so I am
people
going to poke at
that-
you for
no,
not being
I know
able to
you
keep
enjoy
up.
teaching the people that don't know anything.
Okay, let's
That's
try
why
this
you don't
again.
want
We're going to
to-
restart this whole
If you-
thing. When I end my
Hey,
sentence,
can I
it's
have
your
10
time to
seconds?
talk. When I end my sentence, it is your time to talk.
I know,
Justify,
and you said for 5 minutes,
hold on.
Okay,
Cool. I'm going to restart this whole sentence. Justify
let's restart.
justify the murder of Renee Nicole Good by an ICE
Yep.
officer who had zero
I
authority
will.
over her. Go.
But okay, don't interrupt me. All right.
That's my
Now,
decision. Is
when
your
you
name
have
on
a
this show?
car-
Is
you-
your name
you
on
can't
this
last
show?
a second.
Is your
Please
name on this
stop.
show?
What?
Is your name Audie?
No, I understand.
Oh, it's not.
that, but
Okay, it's my
can-
show.
can-
Now let's try
can I-
this again.
you can't let
Every
me
t-
get one
if every
sentence
time
out
you veer off from the
because you
topic,
know
if you
know
veer
how
off from the topic, I'm
you're
going to
going off
restart
the
my
topic.
question. Every time
You wanna
you
go off the
go off
topic back.
topic, I am going to restart the question. All right, here we go.
Let's do this and
Justify
don't interrupt me.
justify the unjust killing of Renee Nicole Good by an ICE officer that had no authority over her. Go.
That, first off, that's not a question. That's an opinion because when you use certain words
Okay,
like
we're starting this over
unjustified-
again. Justify the killing of Renee Nicole
stop
Good
interrupting
by
me,
an
you
ICE
would not
officer.
start over.
I literally told you. I laid it out. If you weren't listening, this is literally a you problem.
Oh,
I
I
said
heard you, but
every
you're not
time you start
listening.
answering and it's not on this exact topic, I will restate my question every single time.
Ow.
Let's try this again. Justify the killing of Renee Nicole Good by an ICE officer. Go.
Okay, when you have a car coming at you and it hits you, it may not, and I agree with what you're saying. Would he have died? You know, of course he got brushed, but I'll tell you what, that's a hell of an experience as someone that's had that happen. So, okay, he's telling them exit the car. He's telling them to stop. She then, you know, clips him. She doesn't hit him hard. I understand that. She still clipped him with a deadly weapon. Now, you know what else is a deadly weapon? A gun. If he had been grazed by a bullet, it'd be different. So either way, he was grazed by a deadly weapon. And so, I mean, I wish he hadn't killed her. I really do. But I understand it. You know, and I wasn't calling to even talk about that issue. I called
You're
and even
awesome.
said that
I have
wanted
yet to hear a
talk
valid
about
justification. Sorry, you're going off topic now. I have yet to hear a valid justification for the killing of Renee Nicole Good
How
by
is
an
that
ICE
not
officer.
valid?
Are
You
you
got
not
hit by
familiar
a
with
deadly
Barnes v.
weapon.
Let's try this. Are you familiar with the Supreme Court ruling 2025 and 920 ruling Barnes v. Felix?
Yes, and you know what? It
Oh,
doesn't
you
fit.
are? Cool.
And it doesn't fit. And
Oh,
before I
how
listen
does it
to
not
another
fit?
30-minute
How about
monologue,
Tennessee v. Gardner, 1985?
you want? Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Are you going off topic?
Oh no, this is all about the ICE killing of Renee Nicole Good. And
Right,
I'm
which is
asking
not
you
what I
to
called
are
about.
you're not
So
familiar?
if
What's
you want
case
me to
law, sir?
research that,
What's
you gotta
case
give
law?
me a couple minutes.
What's case
But
law?
either way,
What is
I
case
know
law?
you whine at
What is
we're
case
saying
law?
no king,
What is case law?
no king,
What
and
is
then
case
the
law?
next day,
What is
Maduro.
case law?
Okay.
What
What's your
is
point?
case
That's
law?
not what I talked about. You want
What is case law?
to make you sound smart.
What
which,
is case
I mean,
law?
you ain't stupid, but you ain't
What
that smart
is
either.
case law?
Of that particular case,
What is case law?
it's that it has been, you know, it has already been looked at by a court and a judge has made a ruling. Do you think
That is then
because-
applied for future cases, future incidents, because it sets a
but-
precedent.
But just because you say it applies does not mean it does.
Okay,
Are you
then
a
tell me
lawyer?
exactly how Barnes v. Felix, Tennessee v. Garner do not apply to the killing of Renee Nicole Good. Tell me how it does not
do you
apply.
I'm sorry, do you have a law degree?
Oh, I mean, I've discussed this with attorneys, but no, I do not have a law degree. I have no shame
Well,
in
then
admitting
you're
that.
about at the same position as me, which means
Oh, except I,
I-
again, have done
so-
my research. I have done my research. So
me
again,
too,
tell
and
me
I
how
would say that
Barnes
you
v.
justified.
Felix, Tennessee v. Gardner, or how about 16.200 of the Department of Justice own manual that explains what to do when someone is in a car potentially using it as a deadly weapon and how their policy states on how they're supposed to react. Again, let's try this. 16.200 of their own policy manual of the Department of Justice. Are you familiar with their rules when it comes to vehicles and the use of deadly force?
I would have to look it up. Like
Oh,
I said, this is
I
not what
thought you
called
said
to
you
talk
did your
about.
research. I don't care about what you called to talk about. You brought up
No, of
immigration.
course not.
You wanted to
wanna
stick on
ambush
immigration.
somebody.
I asked you to go ahead. You said you supported the immigration effort. So yeah, guess what has to do with
Well, you
immigration?
know what? You know what's
ICE
the difference?
killing an American citizen named Renee Nicole Good. And I'm asking you to justify it,
What kind of
and you are
Nicole Good?
absolutely failing.
I'm sorry, because I can see your face. I know you're looking it up as we're
I'm
speaking.
literally
I'm
not. You want to
sorry
see
that I
what's
don't
on my
have the
screen, Pookie? It
technological
takes me 2
advantage.
seconds.
It takes me
You're
a few.
looking at it right
You don't
now,
even
right,
want to
Pookie
hear what I
Pie?
have to
Right,
say.
Pookie Pie? This is on
Shut
my
the F
screen
up
right
and
now.
listen to what
You're right. I'm
you
super
asked with your
hard
first
looking
question.
up
Your
I'm
first
looking it up right
question.
now. You're right. I'm looking at all of my stream health
Yeah.
right now, but I'm seriously looking up all of these
Well,
things
you
on what to tell you.
researched
You're
it.
right.
You are.
I'm literally looking it up
What
as
do
I'm
you
talking
expect
to
me
you
to know?
because God forbid I just, look at my stream health while I'm talking to you. I'm looking at my chat.
Okay.
And this is when we
But
say it's an
either
RE
way,
inception
there's
right
no
now.
question.
So isn't that funny?
You won't let me frickin' speak anyway.
Well, I mean, now
You're
we've definitely
you
debunked you being
asked me.
like, oh, you're looking it up as we talk. Yeah, I'm looking at my stream in my chat.
Okay, but either way,
I'll
I
even make sure to just
wanted
keep
to
my
speak
hands
about
right here.
something I was at. Like, this is something new that happened that I haven't, done like a deep dive into like I
Uh-huh.
do with a lot of other subjects. And so I spoke about something that I did know about. You want to change the subject, and I give you an opinion based off what
This is
the video
amazing.
showed, and you're going
Thanks,
to
Leah.
try to trash me. Yes,
Oh, someone wants to
you're
be
not.
like, you have
Wait,
2
are you
screens.
gonna
Sure,
let
I'll
me
show you
finish
my
my
other screen. It takes me like
I've
2
let you
seconds to
finish
show you
that.
what's on my other screen. Is this what you guys wanted to see? This is my other screen.
Let
It's
me
the
see.
system that I operate on that shows everything that I'm doing. That was on my other screen. Oh, wait, we're missing
Well,
one
I'm
thing.
looking and
My
I'm not seeing.
TikTok chat. I didn't
Huh?
put that on the screen. You guys are so cap. The other screen I can't show
Oh,
you
hold
because it
on.
has his number on it. So I can't show you that
So how
one.
much you know? Because you're speaking to somebody
Oh, you're
who is
boring. Y'all are hilarious. I just want to let you know that. Leon, thank you so much for the 50. Just was saying you're awesome. No, Leon, you are awesome. W Leon's in the chat for that. Guys, I just want to be clear. If you want to try to talk about immigration, I will certainly ask you to justify what happened in Minnesota. It's not 2 separate things. It was literally done by an ICE officer. So therefore, justify it. How are you still supporting ICE when they just killed somebody? Justify it. It's literally not hard. Thank you, Amy. Yeah, I am waiting, caller. Ari doesn't need a law degree to know stuff and understand this thing. Exactly. I'm sorry I didn't put that up sooner, Bishop, but that's exactly. Like, I'm waiting for you to justify it. Tell me what law gives him the right to shoot an unarmed woman, and we know she was unarmed. Her phone wasn't even in her hand, as we saw from his video, which shows her being very nice. Right. And again, I was very clear that the only shot that he had maybe the slightest justification to take was the very first shot. And that was it. The last 2 shots, she was out of the way, no longer being able to hit him or anybody else. And she was trying to get out of the way and get out of there.
You're awesome.
Which I think is fair after you just got shot at. Right? I just got in the chat and you were done with him. Thank you, Philip. Gosh, guys, I know I missed a bunch. So he only knows how to talk over everyone. I hope he is single or divorced because no woman needs to put up with his shit. I agree. That was a couple callers ago, but thank you, Moose. Sir, shut up. This is Ari's stream. Yeah, so that guy was from, like, I knew his area code, which is why I went ahead and put it on mute, and you guys didn't hear me just laugh at the fact of where he was from. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yeah, ma'am. Are you there?
How old are you?
I am 19.
No, you are not. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hello, I support
I'm here.
Trump because I think he's going to create a national.
You're a child. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Oh,
Yeah, I'm here.
that was hilarious. Awesome. How old are you?
40.
40. Awesome. And are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yes.
Okay. And so what exactly has Donald Trump done in his 11 months in office? Well, almost 12 months, almost a full 12 months to earn your continued support.
I think what has earned my support for Trump is really the stance that he's created. I know it seems like, I think you have probably a different perception than I, but it's back to, like, even the immigration. I heard what you were saying earlier with the last person that called in. But really, with immigration, that's a big one for me. Just
Okay. So then justify the unalivement, justify the killing of Renee Nicole Good by an ICE officer.
Okay.
You're awesome.
Right. I mean, as my justification for that would be numerous times she was told to get out of the vehicle, to stop doing what she was doing.
No,
and she just
what was she
refused
doing?
to do that.
What was she doing?
And she was impeding the operation of ICE officers.
How was she impeding the
creating
operation of ICE officers when the
with-
ICE officer who was filming her and then
with the
subsequently,
vehicle.
I'm not done. Let me finish and then maybe you'll
Okay.
understand what I'm saying, right? When the ICE officer who
okay.
shot her and then was like before he shot her was filming her, right? And then subsequently
you have to
shot
see
her. I'm not done. Just pause for a second. I promise we'll get there. How was she blocking traffic when his vehicle was also blocking her from leaving that street? So
They're trying
now
to get her
justify
out
it.
of the vehicle.
How was he trying to get her
They're
out of
trying
the
to get her
vehicle?
out of the
How
vehicle.
was the man that blocked her car from being able to leave trying to get her out of the vehicle when he is the one that was circling her vehicle
Right.
with his phone out,
It's a group
filming
effort.
her? It's a group effort.
Yeah,
I'm
you
still
see, there's more
asking
than
you
one
to
ICE
justify
officer.
it.
My justification is I've been in situations where
I
people
don't
have
care about
been
your
trying to take
anecdote.
my
I
life,
literally
right?
don't care about your anecdote.
Right. Well,
I'm
just
asking you
give
to
me a second.
justify
You'll
this
understand where
incident.
I'm going.
I'm asking you to
That's what I'm
justify
trying to
this
do. Give me a
incident, and it
second.
does not require your
Okay,
personal experience.
Let me do it.
You're not going
All
to
I'm
go
saying
down a
is,
personal
When
experience.
someone is
Hey, tell me
threatening
this.
you
Tell
with
me
a
this.
deadly
If
weapon,
hold on, pause for a second. If she was this big ass
Okay.
threat, I want you to tell me this. Then, if she was this huge
Yes.
threat to ICE in that moment,
Yes.
why
Okay.
did not a single other ICE officer have their gun out? Go.
I don't know that they didn't.
They didn't. There is video evidence
How do
of
you
the
know
fact.
this?
Video evidence, sir. We have
Okay, who
all
has
of the
that
video
video
evidence.
Well,
Sir, it's
I
out
don't think
there.
that because that can't be confirmed. But what I will
You
think
haven't
is,
seen any of the videos,
you're in a
have you? Not a
situation
single
like
one of
that-
them had their guns drawn. Not a single
Yeah, I mean,
other one of them had their guns drawn
Awesome.
on Renee. So tell
Right,
me,
okay, I
if
hear you
she
say
was
that,
this
but I
threat,
don't know that to be true.
then perhaps you should go look it up before you try to justify
I have
the kill.
definitely
Then you
have.
haven't. Then if you haven't seen it, where you can clearly
No, I
see that not a single one of them drew their guns on her except for Russ.
Right. You don't draw
Except
your
for
gun until
an
the
Army
threat is
veteran,
there.
or was
She
he a
created
Marine
the threat
veteran?
by
I think he was a
accelerating.
Marine veteran. Except for a Marine veteran who has been, guess what, shot at because he was deployed to Iraq. He literally served in an active combat role in Iraq, right? He had
Yep.
he had vehicles that had IEDs driving at him on a daily basis, knew what a threat looked like, supposedly has served 20 years as an ICE enforcement officer, and yet still somehow
makes sense.
doesn't know when to not draw his gun and shoot at an unarmed
No,
woman.
he should have drawn his gun. He
You're
was
awesome.
justified. She could have killed him.
Oh my
Right? So
fucking
she
God.
did something
What
that
is
endangered his life.
16.200 of the DOJ's own use of force policy? Go.
I don't even know what you're talking about. What I'm telling you-
16.200
Awesome.
of the
Tell me what it
Department
is.
of
I don't know what that
Justice.
is. I'm the average American. I'm
The
just trying to
Department
tell
of
you my point
Justice
of view.
use
When I
of,
see
I'm
this,
literally
it's a
telling
little
it.
bit
If you actually would
nonsense.
listen to it for a second,
All right,
you would
well, stop
actually
telling me
understand.
the number. Tell me the
The
stuff.
United States Department of Justice use of force policy literally explicitly states that it is prohibited to use deadly force on an individual in a car.
No, her vehicle is deadly force.
It is explicitly, it literally says it in the Department of Justice policy. Okay, you're not listening, so here's what we're going to do. Nobody's going to be able to hear you now because you're not listening. So here's how this is going, all right? I'm explaining this to you as explicitly as possible. The Department of Justice own use of force policy explicitly states that if a vehicle is moving towards you, sir, as an officer, you move out of the way. A vehicle going towards you is not an excuse for use of deadly force, according to the Department of Justice own manual when it comes to that. And then we have subsequent case law that reinstitutes and reinforces this point that the use of deadly force is not justified on an individual in a vehicle. If you assume that it is coming at you, you step out of the way, which if you had actually watched any of the videos, aside from the singular video that Donald Trump himself put out, then you would actually know he was already out of the way of the car when he took that first shot. You would already know that she was out of the way and no longer a threat when he took the two follow-up shots that killed her through an open window. You would know that she wasn't a threat to anyone because not a single other ICE officer that was near her car, and there were two other ICE officers, had a single gun pulled or pointed at her, point blank, period, sir. There is no justification for the two follow-up shots. You might get away with one, which would have just injured her, but was already that didn't kill her. He was not injured at all from the scene. Let's see if you were able to address anything that I said or if you are screaming into the void. Are you able to address? Again, let's try this one more time. Let's try. I'm going to unmute you for everybody. I'm going to unmute you. Okay. Nope. You're on hold until you can calm down for a second. Yeah, then you hung up. Yeah, don't be proud of your own ignorance. Yeah, he was definitely screaming into the void at the entire time. Yes, Philip, that is also true. ICE gave contradictory state orders to leave the scene and then get out of the car. People get pew-pewed because of contradictory orders. That is true. A car is a vehicle. A gun is a deadly weapon. Let's be clear. Wheels turning away from a person can't hit anyone. ICE officer committed murder. I will at least say that it was manslaughter at the very least, at the very minimal it is. Is he likely to see time in jail? Is he likely to see the inside of a courtroom? No. You want to know why? Because if charges are brought against him in Minnesota, it's going to get turned into a federal case. And then we have a
Awesome.
great, and I say you this with extreme sarcasm, we have such a great president named Donald J. Trump who is just going to pardon him. Officer Ross wasn't afraid enough, was recording on his phone while walking into the path of lethality multiple times. That is also another one. That's also another good point. Thank you for the 5. Or the Australian 10, my bad. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes.
Awesome. How old are you?
26.
26. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yes, I love Donald Trump. My hero.
That's certainly an odd statement. Okay. So what exactly has Donald Trump done in his 12 months back in office that has earned your continued support?
Well, not only just the support from the people that from other countries and the love he has is just one thing to show the people that these countries don't only fear Donald Trump, which can be a bad thing, but they love Donald Trump and they look up to us and all the tariffs and all this kind of stuff. Yeah, they're going to respect that. Some of them are a little unfair for like China and stuff like this right here to putting on such a high tariff on them. But this is actually getting our prices down. I mean, I know personal experience don't matter, but I do work in retail. And I see that prices are still going up, but the rate of the prices are going down. So things were going up dollars at a time, but now they're going down 50 cents at a time.
That's not true. And
But when
T-Ways,
you
who
actually
pays for
get out there in the real
tariffs?
world and actually see for yourself, it actually
Gotta
is
get that
true.
real
And you
world
just
experience, guys. Gotta get that real world experience.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I mean, it
So
does matter
the
because you were
United
just
States
talking
of
about personal
America,
experience
the
earlier
United
about an
States
ice
of
agent.
America, the United States of America has a
Yes,
15% tariff on imports coming from Japan. When an item or a
yes.
shipping unit comes from Japan into the United States, let's just say through the port of Los Angeles, who pays that 15% tariff to the United States government?
Not just one person or not one not just
That's
one
not
government.
true.
We pay it, they pay it. It goes around the world.
No,
Learn how
there's literally only
it
one
is.
correct answer. Let's try this again.
Learn how
We're gonna
taxes is
we're
work.
gonna
Like
try
not
this
taxes just
again.
don't come from the
Sorry.
people. They
Sorry,
come
you're
from
still wrong.
other
Let's try
countries. They
this
come from us.
again. The United States of America has a 15% tariff on imports coming from Japan. Who pays that 15% tariff to the United States government?
Look, your answer is not. I mean, your question.
Okay, you can't answer. Have a good day. I'm literally so tired of having that thing. Like, if you Google the question, put it in DuckDuckGo, Ask Jeeves, Grok, ChatGPT. I don't care. Ask who is responsible for paying tariffs to the United States government. There's one correct answer every single time. I work in retail. Like, get out and learn something. I know the prices of goods are still going up, guys. Listen, okay? I know the prices of goods are still going up, but I can see that they're not going up as fast as they have before. You just got to get out in the real world and actually go and see things, and then you'll just know. It's okay, guys. It's okay. Just go out into the real world. And like me, I can at least, I work in retail. So I'm just going to let you know that when you go out in the real world, the cost of goods, like the prices, they're definitely going up, but just not that high. Sorry, at that point, that's how it sounded. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
I am, yes.
Awesome. How old are you?
It was kind of difficult. I am 35.
35. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yes.
Okay. And what exactly has Donald Trump done in his 12 months back in office that has earned your continued support?
You're
It's a really good
awesome.
question. So anything that he's done in the last 12 months, that's the reasoning that you're looking for?
Yes.
Okay. Well, we can start with what happened in Venezuela. I'm a little bit on the fence about that because I don't like regime change, maybe as much as somebody else that would be voting in the direction as I did in the previous election. There were a number of instances as well where I guess you could say that Trump had showed support for, or statements he made where he showed support for potentially getting rid of the federal income tax, which would be something that would be highly beneficial to me and my family. That has obviously not gone through yet, but it's something that if that were to come to fruition, then I would be really, really happy that I voted for him.
So, okay. I just
Mhm.
want to rehash something. All right.
Sure.
So you
Yeah,
like
go
what
ahead.
he did in Venezuela, and then you brought up the fact that you voted for him, which is not a question that I asked, because of his idea that he was going to get rid of federal income tax, which you've also acknowledged that he hasn't done. So that's completely irrelevant to the question that I asked. What about the fact that we are pulling a regime change in Venezuela? Is it that you agree with?
Well, I think Venezuela was going to hell. I mean, it was a country where they didn't have toilet paper, right? I mean, from what I
Oh,
know,
this is a good one. I'm
um,
actually going to Google this one.
go ahead.
Venezuela doesn't have toilet paper. I want to see where this is coming from.
I'm interested in the results.
Yeah, doesn't have toilet paper. Oh, that was from 2013 to 2015, where they had a shortage.
Okay. So they have it now. Is it? I mean, is it as easy to get toilet paper in Venezuela now as it is in, say, like the United States or Canada or even Mexico?
I wouldn't say anything is as easy to get as some things might be in the United States, sir.
Oh, well, sounds like we live in a pretty great country then.
That's subjective.
Yeah, and that's
Also,
my
thank
opinion.
you, Maureen, for the 2 over on the green app. This guy may
Thanks,
never
Maureen.
get to the point. He'll never. Yeah, the last guy would never get to the point. That wasn't towards you. That was the last guest.
Okay, all right.
All right. So, yeah. So you're quoting something from 10 years ago.
Okay.
So why do you like why do you support a regime change in Venezuela?
Well, the other part of that is, I think, well, I again, like I did say that in terms of regime change, actually going in and doing that to another country is not something, it's something I'm on the fence about. I mean, we're not talking about the situation in, I mean, the rates, the crime rates, the homicide rates, everything that was going on in there was pretty egregious. I think you can agree with that. The violent level in pretty much all of Central America, I mean, there's obviously a reason why there's a lot of people that are seeking asylum in the United States to get the hell away from that, which, I mean, you can't really blame them, right? My opinions of the legality of crossing the border are probably more libertarian
I
again
just
than
want to
somebody
let you
that's,
know that the
go
crime
ahead.
rates in Venezuela were on the downward. They were on a downward turn.
As of when?
2023, 2024, 2025. The same, like, so basically it went up during C19, just like it did in the United States of America, just like it did across the entire world. And then, just as we are seeing in almost every single country across the entire world, after C19 ended, crime rates were dropping.
Okay. Did they spike during COVID-19 though?
Yes.
Okay, so naturally they would then drop after the pandemic was in
just like
effect, I guess.
every
Yeah.
other country. Well,
Okay.
not every other country, but the majority. I
Do you
can't
know what
speak
the
for
rate
everybody.
of homicide is in Venezuela, or has been in that time frame?
Do I know it offhand?
I
No.
don't. I'm asking you because I don't.
No,
I
this is
don't.
like if sorry for one, sir, this is your points that you made. If you are going to make some kind of claim that their crime is so terribly god awful high, I would feel as though you should know what that rate would be.
I guess I'm working off of more of a layman's knowledge on it, which wouldn't be
Oh,
perhaps as precise as you're
so
looking at it. But I would have a
gotcha.
pretty decent. I mean, I'm pretty confident, I guess you could say, and maybe you'd call it ignorance, but I'm pretty sure it's not great there, right? Meaning that the rates of homicide are very high, or at least they have been high under the rule or under Maduro. They were pretty bad, and the conditions living there were pretty bad. And
Oh.
if a regime change were to had taken place there, would that have mitigated the immigration problem, or at least the rate at which people are attempting to get into the United States from a place like Venezuela or Central America in general? Would that have decreased, therefore making the immigration burden a little bit less on this country?
I'm sorry I stopped because this comment was actually funny and also sad at the same time. Young Savage said, so this guy justifies, and he does have the numbers wrong because it's higher than this. It's like 82 people. But this guy justifies 32 people losing their lives over toilet paper in Venezuela. Unbelievable to do a regime change. And thank you.
So 32 people died during the Maduro, I guess, raid, the invasion to get him out of there, to arrest him.
That might just be the civilian count.
Oh, that was the civilian count.
Yeah, because
during
it was
that
a total of
operation?
80 that we're aware of. That was last reported. It might be more. Yeah. So the civilian alone might just be 32 estimated.
Okay. But I think that the toilet paper thing is one of those.
Dude, you brought it up.
You would only right. No, I'm saying I'm criticizing it's an internal critique, right? I mean, I think it's it kind of it signifies, or at least that period of time, which you said was 10 years ago, but it still remains today, that their socio and economic conditions are absolutely abhorrent.
Yeah. I wonder why. Couldn't have possibly been from the sanctions that Donald Trump placed upon them in his first term that destabilized their economy. And we know that it destabilized them, and we know that Donald Trump acknowledged that it destabilized their economy and was causing an influx of immigration from Venezuela, because on his last day in office in 2021, he wrote an executive order to grant them all temporary protective status on his way out the door.
Why were those sanctions put in place? I do have an answer for you on this, so if you want me to say it, I can, but I'll also allow you to do your research.
No, feel free. Tell me.
Well, a lot of it had to do with human rights abuses, the fact that obviously they're completely corrupt, and I don't think anybody's denying that. You're not denying that Venezuela had a corrupt government, are you?
Oh no, Maduro is shit. Like, no one
Okay,
should
and then-
support him, and anyone that does is a little bit strange. But there is a
the drug
process
trafficking-
to get somebody out of office that doesn't involve stealing them from their country.
What does that process look like in Venezuela?
In Venezuela, I don't know, dude, because we've already gone away from it.
What?
We're already outside of the realm of possibilities.
Okay, so had we not done that, what would have been the process to get Maduro out?
Sure, I would assume that the people would vote in their next election, and then hopefully they would actually listen, maybe change out who's in power. I don't know if that's possible with the way that they run, because it's their Supreme Court that decides who is their rightful president, and it seems like he may have stacked their court similar to somebody else. But so, sir, I don't know, because I don't know all of their laws. However,
Okay.
this
Neither do I.
doesn't support the action of kidnapping a president of a country that we have disagreements on, because Russia this is, I guess, to you. The United States has made it okay to go in and kidnap a president, Putin. The next time you're upset with Donald Trump, I guess you should just kidnap Donald Trump.
Do you think that he'd have a lot of luck doing that?
Oh, I think he could manage it. I'm not gonna lie.
You think that if Vladimir Putin wanted Donald Trump to be arrested from the United States, pulled out of the White House, right?
Oh, out of the White House?
and-
Absolutely not. But on one of his trips, when he's not in the
Oh.
country, for sure.
So you think that if he were on, I don't know, if he was at some kind of, he was on some kind of travel globally, I don't know, that the Russian government would be capable of kidnapping the United States president, even though they're outside of the country, and arresting them, and then holding our leader, right, our elected leader, right, accountable through their own legal process, which in Russia is basically just at the mercy of whatever Putin wants.
Oh,
Do
at
you
least
think
he
that's
acknowledges
possible?
that. Yeah, if he's not inside of the, if he's not at the White House, that is totally possible. Like, Putin is former KGB. They perform stealth operations all of the time. And maybe if he was just out there golfing, I'm sure they could find a way to do it. Like, it just takes one coup, one inside person, just like what happened to Maduro. It just takes an inside job. Like, just
You think
as we
that
know that the
Maduro-
United States admitted
on,
that they had
come
informants
on,
that helped them
come
get
on.
Maduro.
I know, but you don't really think that could happen, though, right? I mean, it's technically possible. Anything, we could talk about what's technically possible.
Yeah,
but you don't
it's
think
possible.
that would be you don't think they would be successful in that attempt, and what they would face in light of that, the consequence of doing something like that, to just arbitrarily arrest the leader of the free world and bring him back to a country that is Russia's. I mean, we're talking about a gas station with nukes, right? You don't think that they would? You don't think
Mutually
that they would face,
assured destruction. No one's going to fire off a nuke, because that means every country.
I'm not
that has a
saying
nuke.
that I'm not saying that a nuclear strike would happen, but the consequences on Russia would be so devastating. that it probably
Nobody's
wouldn't be
dumb
worth it.
enough to use a nuke. I'm just
Okay.
trying to explain to you, like, I'm not saying that this is going to happen, right? What I'm saying is Donald Trump has now set a standard where another country could go in just because they filed indictments or legal proceedings or filed arrest warrants for another country's leader, that they could go into another country and steal that other country's ruler, president, whatever position it is, to bring them back to their own country and then put them through their legal system or however they go about doing it, that they could be kidnapped.
How did he set that precedent, though?
He did, because we just
How?
went in and captured Maduro.
You're saying,
And the
that's never
reason
happened
why Donald Trump said it. Oh, if you're talking about Panama, sir, I want to remind you that he was I can't remember how to say his last name. But the leader of Panama back in the 90s, he surrendered himself. We didn't
Okay, that's
kidnap
one
him.
example.
He
That's one
surrendered
example.
himself. We've never, give me an example of where we've done it before. We've just gone and kidnapped Noriega, thank you. Where we've just gone in and actually kidnapped another world leader.
You mean invaded a country and basically
Kidnapped.
overruled their leader? And
No, sorry,
and-
just we kidnapped him. We didn't ask. He didn't surrender. We took him out of his bed and his wife. Try to get his son too, because he's also on the indictment. We try to take his whole family, right? Whereas the former leader of Panama in the 90s, Noriega, literally surrendered to the United States and said, you know what? All right, guys, I surrender to your authority, and left with them, right? Those are two different things, because he's like, all right, I'll come with you. Anyway, so that's setting a standard. Where did we just go in and kidnap a world leader to hold him up on charges in the United States.
What about Libya?
What about Libya?
2013, their prime minister.
Prime Minister of Libya was kidnapped by under the Obama administration. Well,
In
administration. oh my-
2013.
Minister.
I don't think it was done
of
by the United States. I think it was.
Libya.
Yeah, it was. It was. I think that was actually a coup. What about
Oh, so then that would be something
Congo?
different.
What about
Oh, yeah, it was
Patrice?
an attempted coup that he was kidnapped from his hotel by militia, but not by
Okay.
another country. Do you understand the difference?
I do. Yes, that's why I actually pointed it out. Yes. Another example of a country actually going into and removing their leader, I can tell you that's not the same. I mean, or that's not. This is not the only example of that.
Then why are you having a hard time trying to find it in the 21st century?
What about Lumumba in the Congo?
Lumumba?
Yeah.
Oh, that's when he was fleeing the state?
No. He was overthrown.
Yeah, by a coup of his own people.
There wasn't any support from outside countries in doing that.
Oh, sir, I don't understand. Like, sorry. I love how people.
I'm taking a look at it here.
No, I'm just going to
I don't mean
explain something to you, right?
Go ahead.
Why are these not the same? Can you figure out for yourself why are they not the same?
There's a number of reasons why they're not exactly the same.
Right. So we're assuming that because we finance, like somebody finances a militia in order to be able to overthrow their own government, that is somehow the same as another government's military force going in to a foreign country, like kidnapping a foreign leader to take him back to their own country. How that is not the same as a militia overturning their own government because they're not happy with their leader.
Well, can you rephrase the question? Because it just sounded like you were just stating something.
That wasn't a question.
Oh, okay. What's your statement?
That was the statement.
Well, what is it? What's your statement? What is your assertion here, ma'am?
Yes, cat in the chat. That's what I was trying to say was absconding. This coups have happened since the dawn of time, right?
Coups, yes, coups.
Coups have happened since the dawn of time. Hell, the South attempted one within our own United States of America. It was a failed coup, right? They tried to secede, but they failed, okay? Right? But in the 20th to 21st century, modern times, right? It has never been done where a foreign government goes into a country and kidnaps another country's leader and then brings them back to their own country. So this sets a standard when the United Nations can't even come together and properly put forth a resolution that says what the United States of America did was wrong.
Okay. Is this a question? Or
No.
Are you just making a statement? Okay. This is a gap of white noise here that I think we should try to fill with something.
I'm okay not filling it. In fact, the sound that I want to hear filling it is going to be doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Like, That's actually, he left the door open for that one. I think this gap of white noise should be filled. Okay. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Ooh, Tanner, are you for real? Okay. Okay. I see you guys. All right, let me put that up here. I got a little thing for that. Hold on. I gotta find my thing for it. Is this it? That's not it. Is this it? That is it. Listen, guys, I have a thing just for this because I love everybody that does this. So we make sure to tell everybody that we have this going on and have a huge W's. Guys, if you are new here and you haven't seen me before, because I don't get up on Pickle's panel often, because he's usually got everybody else and he's smart enough on his research to do it without me. Hit that follow button up at the top. Also, guys, if you're new, and I'm really bad at saying this, and you haven't already, hit that follow or that subscribe button. All right. Let me read through some of these. There was no excuse. Exactly, Young Savage. Trump is a fascist and a pedo. Charlie Kirk was a racist bigot. Maggots are uneducated snowflakes. It's hilarious to see adult men get triggered by an intelligent woman. Thank you. I appreciate that one so much, Iron Man. Or From On High. I read that completely wrong. My bad. Thank you for all of the jewels, guys. Let's see. This reminds me of the time Taiwan is mainland China. Hong Kong is an island. Would love to see you join a non-friendly panel one day. I have many times. You whatever bot. Like, you're literally a bot. And you can mute that person, Lala, that I just responded to. Caller got paid by federal taxes, LMAO. Yeah. These callers show clearly why nationalism is a nation ender. And that is true. I don't disagree with you there. It definitely is. If Tulsi Gabbard has Russian ties, she can be influenced, not to mention how many others have ties to other countries. Yeah, it's a little bit weird. I agree. I do agree with that. Yes, the caller, I think you were talking about the older guy before. This caller is grossly privileged and white. I do agree. I'll let them, Betty. I'll get to you in a second. I promise. Caller was dense as a doorbell. They were. Very much. Thank you so much for the Australian $7.99. Betty wants to tell me that Paulie is being flirted with by MAGA, and I hate to tell them, like, it's just not gonna happen. At least not without my approval. That's all. And if you're MAGA, let me be very clear, right? I just want to be very clear. If you're MAGA and you're flirting with my man, and if you want the approval to do something with it, you better be like top tier. You better be a 10 out of 10. Be a 10 out of 10 for me to approve you doing something with my man. And that's not typically MAGA. That's not typically MAGA. It's very rare. I can't even think of a 10 out of 10 MAGA. I'm sure I would guarantee that there's at least one out there that exists. All right. I don't know where they're at. But if you're MAGA, you on the good look scale, you got to be a 10 out of 10 before I approve you getting with my man. So just saying. So they can try all they want, Betty. They got no chance unless I approve it, and that's my bottom line there. Oh my goodness. Can't even, MAGA doesn't even reach one. Y'all are vicious. I thought I was mean sometimes. Yeah. Toothless MAGA, some of them do sound very like they are missing teeth. That is very true. Cave, that's horrible. Soapy, that. Have you seen? Okay, somebody said Stevie Miller, and I assume they meant Stephen Miller. Have you looked at Stephen Miller? I mean, he does. He's lucky to get a 3. He might be like 5'9" according to the internet, but in reality, like his ego is definitely 7 foot tall, but his personality is 3'9". Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes,
Awesome. How old are you?
18.
Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes, I am.
Awesome. How old are you?
35.
35. Did I just hang up on you?
You did. I didn't think it was very
Oh.
nice.
I don't know why you wouldn't think I wouldn't do it again. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hello?
Hi. How old are you?
18.
Didn't I just hang up on you?
Yes. Am I not allowed to do this?
I don't believe you're 18. So let's try this. Give me your date of birth.
I am 18.
Date of birth.
I was
Go.
born on June 27, 2007. I'm a senior in high school, so I'm 18.
Oh.
I know my voice sounds a little bit weird. I just have a lisp.
No, it's not
That's
weird.
it.
It just sounds like
I
a higher
apologize.
octave. Okay, that's
Well,
fine.
I apologize, but I'm 18. I could prove it. Got a license.
Oh no, don't send me your license. I don't
No,
want
I'm
any
not
of your
gonna prove it.
information.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, I asked for an age and a date of birth because that's zero identifying information. There's at least 1,000 other people in a single state that have the same birthday as you. So,
Yeah, I
like,
understand that.
that's not identifying information at all. Okay, so are you still supporting Trump?
Not technically.
Oh.
I was kind of supporting Trump, but as of right now, no. But what are the things that I do like about him is immigration, I'll say, deporting illegal immigrants out of the country. I think deporting them to their foreign countries where they were born. They came here illegally. So, and when you have more immigrants rising up, when you have more immigrants, illegal immigrants coming in, poverty start going up.
Have you ever looked into find if there was a correlation causation study that showed poverty increases as illegal immigration increases?
I don't need to look into that. Okay, I mean, there is poverty going on with illegal immigrants.
Okay.
And look at our country. I mean,
I'm still on caps lock.
but it does go up. For example, look at France. I mean, when they let not even legal immigrants, just immigrants coming into their country, poverty started going up. And do I really want to
Show me the correlation causation then. Because the only thing I can find is that immigrants themselves face higher poverty rates than our naturalized or native born citizens within the United States of America. Not that they increase poverty for those around them. And
Yeah, they
actually, according to the last, and that was, of course, in 2003, where they last reported that immigrants face higher poverty rates. But a 2023 study shows that they're actually declining. Understanding poverty declines among immigrants. So,
Well, do I want a
Interesting.
country that's full of just a bunch of illegal immigrants? No, I mean, get them out of here. Still, I mean, okay, possibly it's right. It declines, but still, I mean, like I said, look at France. I mean, the France country is in poverty. It is going through poverty.
That's an odd phrasing. Sorry. Is France experiencing high poverty due to migration? Nope. Not due to immigration.
Yes, it is. Yes, immigrants, yes.
Not due
Yes,
to immigration. They
yes,
even released their own
immigration,
study.
yes.
The many issues are the residual effects of policies enacted during the C-19 pandemic, the Borgen Project. It is not due to immigration. C-19, like the same reason why people are still experiencing issues today in the United States of America is because of policies enacted during C-19. The unfortunate supply and demand issues that were experienced around the entire world due to C-19.
C-19,
COVID,
you said?
the coronavirus.
Uh-huh. Well, you're wrong about the France thing. I mean, I'm looking at it
Sure.
right
Then look at
here.
the Borgen Project. I want you to go read. I know if you're still in high school, you have definitely been taught how to do research.
Mm-hmm.
The Borgen Project, Ebbs and Flows, Rise of Poverty in France, and then go do some reading. And then now tell me, because you're going to go read this, I hope. Go tell me, like, is the United States of America France, yes or no?
No, not at all. I mean,
Not
we're
at
America.
all. Fantastic. So, can you tell me something else? Let's try this. All right.
Okay, let's say stop supporting other countries, start funding like crazy amount of money to other countries. For example, Israel. We're funding Israel like crazy.
You're not going to get that with Trump.
Yeah, Trump loves Israel like crazy. I think.
And depending on, I'm
we should
curious.
stop.
I'm not looking
it's
this
not
up,
even
but I am
Trump.
curious. What state are you in?
Colorado. Why?
Colorado. Okay. So I don't know about Colorado, but states like Texas and Florida. So there are 25 states in the entirety of the United States of America that make it a habit of buying Israeli bonds in order to fund Israel. Texas spends 25 billion. I think it's billion with a B. Might be million with an M. But 25, we'll just say 25 million, just give them the low number. $1 million a year being sent to Israel.
Yeah, it's not just
Florida
Trump,
has about
it's every
15
single
million.
president that
It's
they send money
yes,
to
I
Israel.
know. I'm saying
Why?
that it's not going to change. Unfortunately, it's been our policy since the 1940s to back Israel. I don't agree with it. But right now we send them about $3 billion a day from the federal government.
Yeah, I think we should change that. I mean, like, why do we give a crap about Israel? Okay, Israel doesn't help us. Israel never been our allies. They literally fund every president. They fund Kamala. They fund Biden. They fund Trump. I mean, they're being. In fact, Israel kind of controls the president. I mean, it's not like a news flash. They fund them. You could look at Tracker APAC.
Yeah,
So,
I'm aware.
and I mean, I'm just kind of glad that Trump is in president than Kamala, because Kamala wouldn't even be better. Kamala.
Sir, you couldn't even
sucks.
vote. Well, I guess
Well, now I
maybe you
can.
did vote. I don't know. I'm just saying, like, we're not in a parallel universe where we can make hypotheticals about, like, or see how Kamala would have done as president, right? So that's irrelevant. And I'm not sure that there is anyone that is like a seer or a clairvoyant that has the ability to see into alternative universes.
I mean, Kamala doesn't even care about America. She cares about more
Sir,
of the LGBTQ
cool.
agenda.
Tell me.
The-
Let's try this. I'm actually gonna. I don't normally pick on this, but I want to know for sure. Tell me
Mhm.
how much did the Harris campaign spend on pro LGBTQIA plus ads during her campaign.
I'm looking it up.
I'm going to tell you, $0. Do you know how much the Trump administration spent on anti-LGBTQI, specifically anti-trans ads?
Go for it.
$215 million, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Millions of dollars.
LGBTQ?
Yeah, no, anti-trans ads specifically.
Oh, just trans ads?
Yeah. The Harris campaign
That's great, I
failed.
think. I mean, I don't want no transy in the bathroom.
You're dumb. Stay in school. Stay in school, kids. Stay in school. Sorry, I don't make a habit of keeping bigots up on my platform. Misogynists I can deal with. I don't really care about them. They're just existing. And they can exist everywhere that they want or however they want. Come at me, bro. I will bathe in your misogyny and one-up you with some misandry because I promise I do it better. I promise I do it better. Yeah, the bigotry came out, the hatefulness, the phobias. Like, I get it, guys. Like, we're scared of things that we don't understand, which I will never understand that one. Okay? Like, I guess maybe he thinks that equal rights for others means fewer rights for him, like it's some kind of pie. I don't like that one, Joey, actually. I don't think I like that comparison. All right, guys. Well, I said in my Discord that I was only going to do a short live. If you are not in the Discord server, go join the Discord server. Copy paste the link into a web browser if for some reason it does not work. I will see you guys back on live tomorrow. Be sure, let me be clear, guys. A, follow me. B, hit that subscribe button if you haven't subscribed already. Hit that follow or subscribe if you haven't already. C, join the Discord server because I am not sure which platform exactly I'll be on tomorrow. I will be on, but it's going to be a dual stream. So we typically stream to a couple of different platforms, one under my name, maybe one under his, maybe two under his. Like, so you got to be here. You got to join the server to know which platform I'm going to be on tomorrow and to know what time. All right. I'm curious about something real quick. Nope. Karma, you're in my chat crying, but too scared to come up. So, shushies. All right. You guys have a great rest of your nights. If you are on Twitch, can somebody find me a political streamer to raid and I'll send them over. Good night over on the YouTubes. I will see you guys